First at 6, a plan to pump tons more pollution into the air we breathe.
The Marathon Refinery in southwest Detroit is asking the state to increase the toxic emissions allowed in what is already Michigan's most polluted zip code.
7 investigator Jim Kurtzner is digging into the plan ahead of a crucial public hearing.
In this case, you could tell the state DEQ what you think, what you want ahead of their critical decision. Public hearing is here at River Rouge High School tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
So we really have to ask ourselves as a state, is the DEQ doing what they can be to protect us? And I think that's something that will be very strongly echoed at tomorrow's hearing.
You'll recognize this with your eyes and nose driving south of Detroit on I-75. The Marathon Refinery's been here since the 1930s. It sits next to the U.S. Steel and Ford River Rouge plants. Dirty neighbors to the people who live in the 48217 zip code, the most polluted in Michigan.
Oh, sometimes you can smell like toxic stuff.
3 generations of this family have lived here since the 1940s, tolerating their environment.
You know, it takes money to move. It takes money to go somewhere else. So,
I got you.
so that's why the way it is.
I'll say that again.
Why don't they leave?
The request for Marathon Oil is to increase the release of at least 8 different pollutants into the air. That includes, get this, 22 more tons each year of sulfur dioxide. The company says it's needed for the gas it produces for our cars and trucks to meet EPA fuel standards. Critics say this simply redistributes the emissions from the cars on the road to right here.
Not only do we have a high rate of sulfur dioxide, we have a high rate of benzene, toluene, and other things like manganese, diesel fuel emissions, TSRs, and things of that nature, hydrocarbons that combine together, creating a toxic soup.
And with 2 top DEQ officials resigning just last week over the Flint water crisis, confidence is low now. The agency will keep people here safe.
The people have attended each one of these public hearings for the 15 years that I've been on staff here with the Sierra Club. And each time they have allowed for these permits to go on.
Some elected officials from this area have already issued statements saying the DEQ should not repeat the mistakes made up in Flint in this case here. Again, the public hearing tomorrow night, 6 o'clock here at River Rouge High School. Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
President Obama